Hello, everybody. This is a special session, which I do from time to time when I don't get quite through so many readings as I wanted to in the morning session. And so I just popping on. There's no chat because I'm not taking any new reading request in this episode or this stream, but I will be back in about an hour and a half at 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. So, in a little bit here, as soon as I finish this one, I'll put out the announcement for the next session. And so you can put your requests in then. All right, so let's get into it. And we had left off with Vidi Jalan. So, hello, Vidi. And you'd like a career message for November. So, let's take a look and see what does Spirit want you to know about your career for November. All right. So let's take a look here. They want that one too. So let's see what we have going on. All right. Wow, you got three major arcana, and these are the gold foil tarot, so they're kind of a bit bright. I'll try to not have it too dark here or too bright. So you've got the actually this what you didn't have. I thought this was a different. This is 6 of Pentacles. You have the Star card, which does talk about like dreams come true, wish fulfillment, wishing upon a star, and the 6 of Pentacles, which is about the balancing of energy, the giving and receiving of the outside world. Plus, you have enough where you can see the balancing of the scales here that you get so much that you're able to give to others. The Judgment card here is your higher self calling your human to a higher place, too. So there is this combo with all of this coming in here of, seeking that which makes your heart sing. It's like your high heart. How do you uniquely want to share the love within you with the world? And there's no wrong way, no wrong kind of career, but it's important that you put your heart in priority. If we try to do all the stuff of the supposed to, shoulds, need tos, have tos, must, and all those, we're going to feel like we're existing and not living. And so it's important for you at this time in your life to really understand what's the difference between what your mind has wanted out of fear and what your heart wants to be able to express itself. Finding your true passion in your life. So that Judgment card is your higher self drawing you to this higher place, right? And the Star card is also, the star is your higher self, but it represents wish upon a star too. And there's this balancing energy that comes in with the star, balancing your heart and your mind, balancing out even your chakras to understand and get into alignment of what you want to do. And it's hard, I know, because we're all given so many fear-based supposed to, shoulds, need tos, have tos, and musts, that when we're given the opportunity, live your dream, we don't know what it is because we've been so suppressed over our lifetime of trying to please everyone else that we don't know what pleases us. And I feel like this is the journey you're on in November. The 6 of Pentacles, if you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen episodes 4 and 5, that does talk about our energy and specifically about the 6 of Pentacles too, which can help open up the energy fields to allow abundance and allow things to come your way too. So it does feel like if things are dragging, if things don't feel to be unfolding, it's because we're looking in places that our mind is telling us to look instead of our heart. So I feel like that is what they want you to know right now, Vidi. So enjoy your adventure. All right. And then New Love, you are up next. And you want to know, is it best for you to go to the FV program or find a job and study before that? All right. So let's take a look here. We'll pull 2 cards, one for your first and second. Okay, and you got 2 for your second job and study before that. So if you go for the FE program, the 10 of Wands shows a lot. There's a great reward, but a lot of work. It almost feels burdensome with that energy. There's great harvest, but it takes a great amount of work. And the second, which a job and study, you've got the 9 of Pentacles, which is this fulfilling, full energy that comes in there. And the Temperance, it takes time for things to unfold and for things to grow with that. So it feels like, you'll get great reward either way. Just the job and study before that will take longer, but I feel like it's more abundant. And I feel like you're, um, with that, the nine being the hermit's journey too. I feel like it allows you to have, the tempering is good. It's patience. It's allowing things to go in. It's like doubling up and taking twice as many courses and exhausting yourself where you end up in the hospital versus allowing things to unfold and taking things step by step and not be don't let time be a decision maker. Allow it to take however much time it's going to do. But either one, it doesn't feel like there's a wrong answer. I feel like the job and study before that feels more satisfying for you. The other, unless you really want to like be so busy you have no time for anything else, then I feel like the second option is what is coming in for you there. So that's what we have for you, new loves. So many blessings to you. And then, is that Gyal? Gyal? Hello, hello. Want to know, were the sad posts that Morgum had reposted on his page, were they in reference to you? All right, let's take a look here. Well, Spirit is saying that anyone's posts are never about anyone else than themselves. Because when we're posting, we're posting, what we're saying, what we're doing, what we're putting out into the world is all about where we're at, what's going on with us, right? So anything anyone puts out there is not about anyone else besides themselves. Even though if they say, well, this person did that to me, and da, 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 that's their story. That's what they're experiencing, and that's what they're portraying out to the world. Now, what you see when you look at anyone else's reflections, that's about you. So your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs, your stories are all yours. Everything else is theirs. So I like that. Um, for you there because yeah, you have the choice here. I love how they reiterate the message with you've got the two of swords, so you have a choice of what story that you want to put to this situation. You either have this feeling of betrayal, being left behind, being left out in the cold, feelings of lack and abandonment, or these feelings of balanced heart and mind. So, it's basically the two of swords is the card that indicates here. Sorry for how bright these are. um, but the two of swords is about the power of choice of story. And so I like that they're saying the story, whatever they reposted is about them. It's not about you. Even if someone says something derogatory about anyone, it's about them, the story they chose, because every moment is a choice between unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. Every moment's a simple choice. It's a mental choice, the story we put to it, the emotional choice, which one do we want to feel, where are we investing our energy, and what physical actions we're taking. But that's us. That's us doing it. And you can't control what people are thinking, what people are doing, whatever. And so if you allow that to be their business and none of your business, then you can focus in on your business, right? Which your business is when you saw the repost, what was your fear? And what if it is about you, their interactions with you? You could give someone the world and they could still choose to be sad or upset or whatever. What we fear is that people are going to judge us by our actions and deem us unworthy and unlovable, and it's not true. That's anyone can choose that story toward us, but it's nothing to do with us. That's why one of the best memes in the world is other people's opinion of you is none of your business because it's not. We see the world as we are, not as the world is. So they're projecting their sadness out into the world. If it's a sad post, has nothing to do with you because they could also choose to be happy and joyful and positive. But if they chose lower vibrational, that's their right. Let them experience it, but it's not your business. Okay. So that's what they have for you. You have permission to be guilt free. All right. So that's what they have for you, Gael. And apologies if I mispronounced that. And then up next is Sahini, I think, Sajini. You wanna know what is Haritha feeling for you? Let's take a look here. All right. So they do have this combo going on here. The Hermit card is they feel very withdrawn to themselves here. So even though these feelings they have of this 10 of Pentacles is they see you someone that they could have a full life with, they are withdrawn into themselves. They're very hesitant to act on this with you or anyone. And there has to do with these fears. They're in this point in their life that they're really trying to understand what does this 10 of Pentacles, what does this dreams come true, wish fulfillment, type of outside full life, what does that really mean for them? And I feel like they're in this transformative time because the hermit journey is them turning inward and upward, trying to decide and see what, who do they want to be? What do they want to be? How do they want things to unfold? What's all this that's going on in their life? So I do feel like they see you as someone that could bring them a full life based on what they've been told a full life should bring them, but they're unsure if that's really what they want. And it doesn't have to do with you, it has to do with how they're thinking and feeling about themselves and living up to their family's expectations, society, community expectations, and all of this stuff and how they want to be. There's like this freedom that they're wanting to feel, but it just feels like they're at this turning point in their life where they've kind of just stepped away from everything and doing a lot of self-reflection. So that's where they're at right now. I don't feel any kind of actions being taken anywhere. I feel like they've hit the pause on their life because I feel like there's important decisions to be made in their life and they want to make sure before they go down a road that they don't have to reverse because it's hard to reverse like a battleship once it's headed in a direction. They're like, takes a lot to turn it around. So they're kind of pausing life to make sure that the decisions that they want to make are what they want for a very long time. So that's what's coming in right now for you. So many blessings to you. And then up next, we got Divine Feminine Chronicles. You want to know what is coming towards you in love? Let's take a look here. What does Spirit wants you to know? All right, these three. Okay. All right. So I see here with the Five of Cups, as take away the focus on the three cups that have been spilt. We come down here to experience the lower vibrational love energy, right? So we do come down here to experience these. But when we're done, we turn around and we see our power of choice. It shows us that we stand in our power, that I get to choose what something means, how I feel about something. And then you're able to cross the bridge and go over to this castle and experience the emotional fulfillment. But I feel like here with the Temperance card, here's the Two of Cups, you're really learning how to transform these emotions. And you've been really practicing your emotional choice more and more and more. And it is setting you free. It is giving you, this opportunity for this to happen. And not too distant, in the not too distant future, you've got this Empress, which is new birth, new love, harvest, sensuality, creativity. So you do have this birthing that's coming from all of this. So it's been an important part of your journey to feel the feels, not suppress them, but feel the emotions, the lower vibrational emotions, accept them that they're not wrong. Neither, unconditional love or lower vibrational love rooted in fear, neither is right or wrong. They just have different experiences. We came here on purpose to experience those three cups, which are the lower vibrational. And when you're ready, then you can realize you have that choice between the two and make a different choice if you so want to. And when you do, that's when you have this change where that it's alchemy, that Two of Cups going back and forth represents someone taking like a base metal, and as it goes back and forth the magic happens where eventually it turns to gold, which is this harvest with the Empress. So it's important on the journey And the speed at which it comes towards you is the more focus you have on your higher self love, and raising your love vibration. That's what speeds things up. There's no rush. There's no have to, supposed to. You have a range of experience. You will have this love come in, but if you want it to come in sooner, all you do is spend more time focusing on letting go of old mindsets that no longer serve you about your self love, and old emotions that no longer serve as well. So I like that for you, Divine Feminine Chronicles. That's what they have for you right now. It's just the journey of love continues. Yay. All right. And then up next, we've got Gene XO. Hello, love. So, what are Virgo's feelings, intentions, and next actions towards you? He shows up where you are and ignored you twice this week. Oh, the Virgo. Oh, the Virgo. Let's take a look here and see what's going on with him here. Well, they're going through some stuff here. We've got this Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Wands is the fastest moving horse. They're on this quest for passion. They're on this quest for something that will make them feel full and whole here. The Eight of Cups shows they're leaving behind emotions they feel no longer serves them in search of wish fulfillment. But I feel like what's going on here with them here, you know, their feelings towards you are reflective of their feelings toward themselves. And what I'm picking up with these cards coming in here is that, they have a low self love for themselves. Even if they boast and kind of carry themselves as confident, there's this insecurity on the inside about their lovability. And if they love themselves this much, they can't give a whole lot of love or receive a whole lot of love. It just trickles in and trickles out. And there's this Knight of Wands and Eight of Cups feels like they're testing a bunch of different people and trying to find love from a lot of different places in a lot of different ways. And they're on this constant quest for passion, because it's like no matter how much, it's like if you someone who's just like drinking water, and they never feel it taking away their thirst, because there's something else that is going to quench their thirst, which all of us find what we're looking for on the inside, but he's trying to find it on the outside. And there's almost the sense of desperation with this. It's like no matter what they try to fill their heart up with, it feels empty. And it's like if you try to fill up a giant volcano, like an empty crater that's a mile wide and a mile deep. And they try to, when you're holding a pebble up here, it looks really big, right? But when you throw it into that big cavern, it's very, very small. And not only does it not fill up the hole, but it makes you even more so ec- realize the expanse of the emptiness. And that's what I feel is going on with them right now. It doesn't have anything to do with, because you can't fill up that hole, because only their self love, the love from above that they fill up, that's where they fill up from. And what they're realizing is the more that they search and go all these areas of their life, they the more, like I said, the more desperate they come. And so that's what I feel like. um it's almost like they're not ignoring you as much as that they're in a search. It's kind of like if you are showing me a grass fire. When they show me a grass fire, it's someone who consumes, who moves forward and forward and forward, and can't turn back, doesn't look back, because grass fires can't go backwards. They consume. There's no fuel for them to return. They only can keep going forward. This is the kind of energy that's coming in here right now. It just feels like they are desperate to try to find love and fulfillment, but they're looking outside of them, and they're only going to find that on the inside. So that's what's coming in, Gene. Hopefully that resonates there for you, but it's about them, not about you. Literally, it's not about you, because no one, all these other people that they're trying to find, fulfillment from, they're not getting it there either. So that's what's coming in. So hang in there, my dear, and many blessings to you. And then we've got Leroy Green coming up next. And let's see. So let's see. Uh, can you do see really love D or she have other motivations? Okay, so you want to know if someone really loves D or does she have other motivations besides love? Okay. Let's take a look here and see what are their true feelings. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't see love here. It's we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which there's some love underneath the Queen of Pentacles. I have to admit, down underneath, queens, in addition to ruling over their own suit, they also have all given water. So water is emotion. So there is some love there, but the Queen of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, they're looking for stability. They're looking for like financial stability, abundance. They're looking for their fullness. So there's love there, but it feels the motivation truly is that they feel unsafe in their world, and they're wanting to feel safe. And I feel like they've been taught that being in a relationship with someone will protect you, someone will care for you, abundance, money, all of that is makes you feel safe. And it's 4:44 p.m. All these fours, fours, fours. Stability, at least here it's 4:44 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So it's all this, they're looking for stability in their life, and they've been taught, no fault of anyone. We're all taught, look for your security out here in relationships, situations, and things and money. It's like, but we discover the fun hard way that all that stuff's unstable. So it's it's everyone at our core until we connect inward and upward is looking for our security out there. Even if we're like, oh, it's love, we're looking for our love security based on how someone loves us. It's regardless of how you look at it, whether it's from the mind or the heart or the energy or the physical possessions and things of the world. The human is looking for security in the outside world until it turns inward and upward, finds the only thing that is secure, the only thing that is stable, which is the unconditional eternal love of the creator in the spirit world. But we're taught, look out here, and that's what she's doing. So, or they're doing. But that's what's coming in right now, Leroy. So, we all are on that journey. Eventually, we all discover we're not going to find stability until we turn inward and upward. So that's what they have for you, Leroy. So many blessings to you. And then Jennifer Simpson, you are up next. You like a general for this week. Let's see what Spirit has here for you. Okay, all right. All right. Well, look at this. So you do have this. You've got the World card, which is ending of old cycles and beginning of new. It's the last card in the major arcana. So there is this ending and beginning, this ending of old ways of looking at something, which allows this new beginning to come in here. Let's see here. Well, it brings in the Ace of Cups. It's choosing not to focus right now. It's probably because they're so bright and reflective. But you've got the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups, who offers the Ace of Cups. This is the balancing of the heart and the mind. And with all of this, it seems like this week there is this change here of maybe I do this way, maybe this way, maybe this way. You can see the camera in there. That's funny. But there is this I know I'm easily distracted sometimes, but there's this energy here of getting out of your mind and into your heart. This is the change of the cycle. Um, being in the mind, being in the mind, being in the mind is the regular cycle of thinking. Are you an air sign? Maybe. I know I'm an air sign. I can get into overthinking and thinking about things too much. So it's important that I return to my heart to balance out my mind, allowing your heart to have a say so at the table. And so there is this week coming up here, this recommendation that how things turn out for your highest experience is allowing your heart to express itself in decisions that have to be made, in doing things, and like schedule something every day to something that will make your heart sing, even if it's for like 15 minutes, or it's getting a special tea or coffee, or uh, sitting outside on the porch for a minute and having some alone time, listening to a special song, taking a hot bath, taking a little walk, or whatever it is. Do something special every day for you. Let your heart be expressed, is what I feel here. And if there's decisions to be made, definitely let your heart have a say so in the matter. So I like that for you. And that's what they have for you for this coming week, Jennifer. So many blessings to you. And then Anya Ahuya, you want to know, does Sebastian have a crush on you? All right. Let's take a look here. Let's give these a shuffle here. All right. So does Sebastian have a crush on you? You know, I don't feel like they do at this time. I feel like with this Two of Swords, they're in this pivotal place in their life. They've got two major arcana, and they've got both the Devil card and the Temperance card. The Temperance card is this stuff that's slowly unfolding, this growth that they're going through, and this pause they have going on in their life. They're very center focused here with the Devil card, because the Devil card is like a if you ever have read about your Saturn return in astrology, it's at a time in our life when Saturn returns back to where it was originally in our birth chart. And this is the kind of energy I feel for them, is they have this huge rattling of their life. And so they've kind of like are holding on to everything for dear life, because it's like their purpose, their life purpose, their core beliefs are all being challenged and shaken to where sorry, the creak in my back. Yeah, it's like that. It's like they're stretching, they're breaking the stagnancy that they've had. It just feels like I feel like my bones are aching, like I want to break free, like I've been contained for so long and had to sit for so long, not being able to act, that this is what's being challenged. This cage is being removed from around them. So they're really focused so much internally that they're not really focused so much externally. So that's what's going on with them right now. um, who knows if they'll have a crush once they're able to correct their view and have a clarity of what they see around it. But right now, they've got so much happening. All they see is this before their eyes, so they don't see anything further. So that's what's coming in right now for you, Anya. So many blessings to you. And then we've got Needy Sarvaya. Hello, hello, dear. Hope you are well as well. I'm doing good. And you want to know, will you start loving yourself and gain your confidence back, and how? All right. Just a simple question. you're, you're so funny. Yay. All right. Yeah. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which for your first question, will you start loving yourself and gain your confidence? Yeah. You got the Wheel of Fortune. It's the tune of for you. And this is saying that everything always unfolds for your highest experience. And even when your human might have a hard time sometimes, you know, buying into that, going, how is that for me? But it shows in the end, your human self will go, okay, I see how all of this was for me. And how you gain your confidence back here, you have the Five and the Six of Cups. So there's a lot of emotion that's going on below the surface here. The Six of Cups is about returning back and looking at some old emotions that can be transformed. And the Five of Cups shows the Two of Cups here, which allows you this change and transformation that happens for um, around your emotions. How that happens, and I don't think I have any videos on this yet. I probably have something similar mentioned somewhere, but basically the Five of Cups with the Two of Cups behind us. Once we realize that we came down here to experience those spilt three cups, and that those 3 spilt cups are lower vibrational energy rooted in fear of losing a conditional love, fear of failure, fear of rejection, all that fear. We came down here to experience that because we don't experience that back home. And we experience that, we understand ourselves more deeply. It's like if this whole tapestry was all beige, you couldn't see the design of who you are in the middle with this beige because it would all blend together. But experiencing this darker shadow energy, we're able to see ourselves more clearly, right? So when we realize that we came down here on purpose for a purpose, that it's not wrong to feel that, we just experience different outcomes and experiences when we're in that lower vibrational energy, then, that's like, okay, I don't beat myself up so much for feeling lower vibrational energy, emotional energy. I came here for it, right? But when I realized that every moment is a choice between lower vibrational love energy rooted in fear and unconditional love, which is rooted in joy and laughter and gratitude and all the higher vibration. Every moment I get to choose. That 2 of cups behind that 5 of cups shows us that I get to choose what I, even though I've been taught when this happens, this is how I'm supposed to feel. I can actually choose differently. And so part of what allows you to step back into your confidence, and loving yourself is realizing, um it's like being gentle on yourself, stepping into your power of where your love comes from. The more you connect to your higher self, the more you connect to that higher unconditional love, the more we're in the human world, the more we connect to that. So bringing in a special time and consistency and connecting to your higher self helps with that. And then the 6 of cups allows us to go back and look at old memories, old emotions that are we experienced with those 3 of cups, but we're done with that, right? And part of it is realizing, um, you know, um, that other people's actions or non-actions, words are non-words, didn't have anything to do with us. They were about their fears. We're the ones that chose to take their actions and put a story about ourselves around it, and how are we going to feel as a reaction or a response for what their emotions they're exerting. We're the ones that put all of the definition around other people's actions for ourselves, and we're the ones that can change that. We can look at when so and so said that, oh, they were in fear, because every moment is either of lower vibrational or higher vibrational love. So if this is not what they were expressing their fear, right? When their little inner child felt unsafe or out of control, their human brain, their intelligence is gone, their compassionate, loving side is gone, and a little 2-year-old, their pet cat is in charge. They were the ones that were hissing at you, saying things to you, kicking you in the shins or whatever, right? What little 2-year-old kids do. But how seriously do we take what a 2-year-old says? They don't know any better. They're acting stupid. 'Cause they are. They're not very intelligent yet. They're still growing. They haven't even begun the development of their intelligent side, which is when we start around 7 years old. A 2-year-old is purely emotion that's going in there. And, so there is this time, how you can look into those things, how you can transform those things. Any of the fears that are bubbling to the surface are the ones that are saying, look at me, transform me." So, those are some things that you can look at with that needy. So, without going into like an hour reading, that's what we can tell you right now. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. You're definitely not alone. That's our all of our experiences. So um, don't judge yourself harshly, unless you want to experience that. Then have all the judgment you want. All right. So many blessings to you. And so I'm just going to take a quick sip here. All right. So, Kevin to the you are up next. So, what does your higher self and guides advise you to do about your situation with Akshat? It's been cold and ignoring you a lot lately. So, what is for your highest experience regarding Akshat? What is their recommendation so you can have your highest experience here? All right. Mm, yeah. So they've got the Three of Cups and the Lovers card. Three of Cups is third party situation, lovers. So, I feel like they're looking for love in different places here. We've got the Page of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So, all of this with the Page of Cups, the Pentacles, all of this I feel is like what they're doing, and they're trying to find their worth in relationship to the outside world. They're trying to get filled up in the outside world, and with all of this new love and lovers and everything else, it's time to let them go. You've learned what you've needed to learn from them because they've been a mirror for you. So when you look at what did you learn in their interactions about yourself, because they were the mirror for you, but now they have been drawn off and they're in this journey of trying to fill themselves up in the outside world with all of this. Pentacles is like trying to fill themselves up by the outside world, which never works, right? It doesn't fill up our heart, it just allows it to feel emptier. And these three-party situations, these lovers, these different things, it just feels like they're, at this point of just starving, where their soul and heart are starving. But when they love themselves this much, no matter what anyone wants to give, no matter like how much love you wanted to give them, it would just trickle in. And no matter how much love they want to give out, it just trickles out because they don't have a great amount of self-love. And so spirit is saying, they're off on their journey. They're not a fast learner at this point in this lifetime. So it's going to be a while. And they're going to be out just all about doing all sorts of stuff. And I feel like your higher self and your guides are going, it's over. You've learned what you needed to learn. You don't have to invest energy in it anymore. You've been way, way patient, way, way above and beyond yielding, I guess is the word. But they're like, it's time. It's time for you to reflect, grow, raise your love vibration, so that you don't draw in something that you have had before. You know, when we do what we've always done, we get what we've always gotten, right? But you're raising your love vibration. Part of that is letting go of these thoughts and relationships and beliefs that no longer serve you so that you can draw in someone that's more at a vibration of your true heart, and what you're wanting. But it does take moving beyond and letting this one, you don't have to invest energy in it anymore. Just stop. And then if it stays, it stays. But I think it'll just drift away. And then you can invest all that energy into you. You fill up and overflow, your vibration rises, and you draw in someone that's more in alignment with that. So that's what they have for you, Kevin. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. All right. And then we've got Neelam Dunputh. Dunputh? Probably totally murdering that. My apologies. You want to know, will Muhammad P marry you? All right. Let's see what Spirit has here for you. What does Spirit want you to know? All right. I don't think so here with these. You've got the Page of Pentacles, which is new opportunities opening up in the outside world, and the Fool card, which is the ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new adventure. So this is the first card in the major arcana, which leaves the World card, which was the last card, which is endings, and this is new beginnings. So you've got two new beginnings coming in here. So there is someone that is more in alignment. I mean, you even got you got the Six of Cups and I'm sorry, the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands on the bottom here, which if you think of sixes as three on each side, you got mutual giving and receiving, mutual passion for one another. And I like this. I feel like Muhammad, um, that you're talking about here, I feel like you have to give and give and give and give. It's like 75% you give and 25% they do. You are deserving of someone that's 50-50. And there is someone there with all of those sixes that will bring you that. So I don't feel like this one will marry you, which I'm grateful for because you deserve to have someone like you that's as giving and as passionate. as well. So that's what's coming in for you, Neelam. So many blessings to you. Right. And we're down to the final three. And I'll be posting here in a moment. I'll be coming back on within the hour at 6 p.m. So I will be back here soon too. All right. So Renee, Pete, you wanted to be added to the list, and so we'll pull a cards here for you. Spirit knows what you were wanting, so we'll pull two cards here. All right. So you do have here, you've got the Three of Pentacles, which is Spirit saying about it's important for you to be true to yourself, not be, pulled off by fear of, losing someone's praise or someone's punishment or blah, 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 blah. But this is Spirit saying it's important for you to be true to your authentic self, be who you are, because that's where you're going to find true love with the Two of Cups. If you're trying to be who you think other people want you to be, it's not going to last because eventually you're not going to be able to hide who you are. And if it's not, something that the other person is interested in, eh, it'll drift away, right? But more so, you could even make that work if it would take a lot of work. But the three pentacles and the Two of Cups, this is saying that in you expressing yourself, doing what you love, you're going to find someone who also loves doing the same things. And they are really attracted to you because of your uniqueness rather than, you fitting in with everyone else. And they're going, you're just one of all that group. Instead, they're like, who are you? You're intriguing, you're unique. And that's what attracts this person to you. And then you're able to express yourself without fear. So I feel like that's what they want you to know right now, Renee, is be true to authentic you. Don't try to fit in and be what you think everyone else wants you to be, especially regarding love. All right. And then Luna Ray, hello, hello. You are up next. Where does your DM Terry stand with you at this time? All right. Let's take a look here. What is going on with Terry here? Well, we've got the Tower card coming in here. So there is some significant endings and beginnings that are going to come out of nowhere that are triggering some stuff here. We've got the Knight of Swords, which is a change of thought and belief and mindset, and some new communication that's going to be coming in here for you. You have the Ace of Cups. So there is this communication about a higher love, a new love with all of this here. So, the energy that I'm getting here, it's going to go one of two ways. Because this is either, things are changing for like they're going way, way high and there's this expression of love, or the sudden switchness is that they've found other love. And so it's like either one of these that are coming in here. And I kind of feel there's the energy of both here. So there is this. I'm sorry, I just want to get clarification here. Yeah. So we've got the well, this can go either way too. You got the World card, ending of major cycles and beginning of new adventures coming in here too. There's a lot of hidden and unknowns underneath, because it's on the bottom of the deck, which is, there's some hidden stuff coming in here and some hidden things being revealed. And underneath, there is the Star card, which is connecting with our higher self and really determining what truly is the dream come true. And I just feel like there's this clarity, this shaking, and this rattling that's going on here between the two of you here. It just feels like, yeah, with this World card, this Moon card, this Tower card, it does feel like it would feel like it's more on that things are separating, things are moving away, where you get, the Tower. I'm sorry, I know I'm interrupting my own self, because they're saying it's important to know when the Tower card appears that whatever unfolds is always for us. So if someone's being removed out of our life or out of our path, it is for us to make space for the new, this dream come true, or to allow the path to open up that takes you to this place of dreams come true. So it feels very abrupt when this happens, but there's a lot of freedom that comes there for you. But as long as we just always remember whatever's unfolding is for me, even though in the moment when something's on fire, hit by lightning, it's hard to go when it's sudden. But once we calm down and get over the suddenness, we can understand that it is happening for us. So that's what's coming in, Luna Ray. So hang in there. And lastly, we're going to be Janet is the last reading. And you want to know, how does Kingsley feel about you? And if I missed anyone, my apologies. I try to make sure, but I'm human. But I will be back in like less than an hour for my evening session. So if I missed you, come back. All right. So Janet, how does Kingsley feel about you? All right. Well, when we're asking about how they feel about you, they've got a lot of issues that they're dealing with. And so when we're asking, how do they feel about me? It's a reflection of how they feel about themselves. And right now, they've got a lot of deceit that's going on in their mind here with the Seven of Swords. It's their thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that make them feel, you know, that steal opportunities from them, that limit things, right? There's just this deception. And the Six of Pentacles, there's this codependency awareness, has to do with their worth coming in here with the Six of Pentacles. With these two cards together for me, they just got a lot of low self-esteem. So they've had a lot of caca poo poo doo doo that's hit their life in the past, where they've developed these thoughts and beliefs about who they are and what they're able to have and what they deserve. So they got all this deception going in here that cheats them out of opportunities. So it feels like they're, when you love yourself this much, you can't love others more than to the extent you love yourself, nor receive love from others more than to the extent you love yourself. So even if you loved a whole bunch of people, loved you, could only trickle out. And then if you could give them a bunch of love, it would only trickle in. So there's this time in their life that they're just being forced to look at these fears that they have, because the more that they look at those, the more they open up to their self-love. That pipeline opens up, and then their pipeline to give and receive to others also increases. But right now they don't have a whole lot of feeling um in themselves right now. I feel like they're almost numb because they have very low self-love. So it's like the Grinch, a heart 10 times too small, right now anyway in their life. And they just have this belief system in their head that they have to give so much before they can deserve so little, that they don't feel like it's worth all the energy. They're just like, I can't keep up. So they kind of don't get emotionally involved at this time in their lives. So that's what it's coming in for me right now, Janet. So hopefully that resonates. But that's what we have for right now. So thank you guys again so much for your patience and me getting to these free readings from this morning. And I'll be back here in about 45 minutes or so for my evening session. So I'll see you guys in a few. Till then, or until I see you guys again, always remember every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you again, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care.